It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. And it comes your way next.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, what a season it was for these Eagles and these Philly fans last year. An 8-0 start, 14-3 final record, 2 blowout wins in the NFC playoffs before coming up a bit short in Super Bowl 57.
And a good thing for Philadelphia is they try and get back to the Super Bowl. Many of the key pieces they had last year are back. Remember, this is the number 3 offense in the league, number 2 defense, and they threw in a heck of an NFL draft. They expect to contend one more time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, this is a team that is built to win now. They feel they have all the pieces in place. What say you, CD?
I say that exactly. They've got everything that you're looking for, and they're probably operating under a mentality of no roadblocks, no excuses. Let's get after it.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players, thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
He's got his man in stride, complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 24 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Nicholas Morrow on the tackle. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, no surprise to anyone who watches the NFL there. Remember, Josh Allen, 7 touchdowns on the ground last year, added 1 more in the playoffs. In fact, the active leader in touchdowns by a quarterback with 39 coming into 2023. The big horse rides again.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third down and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Deontay Hardy back deep. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by pass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
They go play action with Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
2nd down and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Complete to Zacchaeus. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes for a gain of 31.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
And here come the Bills. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Allen now on first down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First down 10 at the 13-yard line. That's the end of the
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a two-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills going to take over again on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
At the 41-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo, 43 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Let's go, man.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Allen off the play fake. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Boston Scott. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, What do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Hurts. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here comes second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. That's caught by Davis. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Here's first down. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Still more than a minute to go. Plenty of time. Here's second down for him. Throwing, Allen. That's taken in by Sherfield. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here's 1st and goal. Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Allen. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for two, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for two. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles now. Down 22-21, 24 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now Hurts on the option right. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game.
At the Bills' 15-yard line.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. second part, it was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.